Hello and welcome back to Clone Brick Productions. Today we are viewing LEGO Star Wars set 75347, the TIE Bomber. This set retails in America for $65 and it has 625 pieces and 3 minifigures, or 4 if you count the Gonk droid, which we will take a closer look at momentarily. This set also introduces Vice Admiral Sloane, who we have only seen in comics and video games. Here we have the Vice Admiral Sloane minifigure. She has really nice front and back printing, although she does not have a second option for a face. I really like this outfit and it's accurate to what rank she apparently had in Return of the Jedi. And here we have a TIE Fighter pilot. It's very similar to the one we saw in the 2021 TIE Fighter. Of course, you'd expect to see it in a set like this because it is a TIE Bomber and you do need a TIE Fighter pilot to fly the ship. I think it looks pretty bog standard. I mean, no complaints here really. I think overall it's a decent minifigure. And this is what the TIE Fighter pilot looks like without the helmet on. This set also includes a Darth Vader minifigure with really nice arm, leg, front and back printing. It's got a cloth made cape and I think it looks much nicer than the Darth Vader we got in the more expensive Imperial Shuttle set from 2021. This Darth Vader also includes a brand new face print which we've never seen before on Darth Vader. I think it's a really good value, supposing it's in a set that's only $65. The final minifigure in the set, and by far the best, is the Gonk droid. I think it looks really nice. It used this Imperial crate which we've seen in other sets before, and it's got really nice printing and a really unique and nice build. What do you guys think of the Gonk droid? The only other build this set comes with is this little cart which can carry 2 extra missiles. There's not really much to it other than you can put 1 extra minifigure in it. Overall, the TIE Fighter's design is really nice. Got some really nice cockpit pieces here. Overall, it's very nice and very easy to put together and build. If we compare the TIE Bomber to the 2021 TIE Fighter, you can see that the TIE Fighter makes it look quite small. However, I do prefer the design of the TIE Bomber. If we look at the cockpit pieces here, I think the cockpit of the TIE Bomber looks much nicer even though it uses a different piece. One of the first things that people are drawn to when they see the TIE Bomber is the cockpit. It's very accurate to what we see in the movies, as well as they used a piece they've not used in any other TIE Fighter before this. One of the downsides to this method of building they used is that you can't see through the cockpit. If I just show you the piece right here. Oh. Seems to be the strongest LEGO connection I've ever seen. It's quite hard to get off. There we go. They've got a studded black circle on the inside. Then here, they've got the windshield piece. If I put that back together and put it back on the TIE Bomber. Coming around to the side, you can see the wing here, which I think LEGO have perfected the design for. They've got a really good combination of grey, black, studs, dark grey. I think they completely perfected the whole design of it. One of the downsides of using black tiles in this set is that they can accumulate dust and fingerprints really easily. However, there's nothing you can do about this, just because that's how reality is, unfortunately. As you can see here, LEGO have used a circular printed piece which they used on other TIE Fighters before this. This is the same on the other side. The connection LEGO have used here is the same they used on the 2021 TIE Fighter. I think this is really good for TIE Fighters and all other sets that use similar connections. On the front of the set, you've got these 2 stud shooters which take away from the whole display aspect of the set, but add a good amount of playability for any kids who want to buy the set. On the second cockpit, I guess you could call it, they use this really nice printed dish, which I think adds a whole lot of detail to the front of the set. However, one thing which the 2003 TIE Bomber has over this is that you used to be able to shoot little flick fire missiles through that gap there. However, you can't do it on this one because of the piece they used here. Coming around to the back of the set. Oh, it's knocked off the stand there. Put that back on a second. Then you've got these really nicely designed engines LEGO have done. I think these look really, really nice. I can't think of a better way to display the engines. What another thing LEGO have perfected in this set is how they made both the cockpits, I guess you call them, look a lot like tubes like they do in the set. And I think the design is perfect. One of the problems here though is that you can see the little flick fire missiles in the top there. We'll have another look at that later. Now that I've fixed the little stand that comes underneath the TIE bomber here, although in the movies this is actually, all the cockpits has fallen down there. I guess that's a bit of a downfall if you're swooshing it about. If it falls, it can sometimes come out, as you can see. But I knocked this stand over in the clip you saw before. But as you can see, it's got really good movement. And in the movies, it's a targeting sensor. One thing I forgot to mention before is that if we open up the TIE bomber's cockpit right here, there's a space for a minifigure, although it doesn't have any studs, so you got to make sure that you close it. As you can see, it's quite a tight fit for the minifigure there, probably the smallest in any TIE fighter before. And like I said before, you can't see through the windshield piece. Quick side note, if you open up the TIE bomber's cockpit, you can see a little gap underneath the hinge piece. I wouldn't recommend putting any weapons or pieces in there, because when I did, I found it really difficult and hard to get out. So make sure you definitely don't put any weapons or pieces in there. I'm just quickly going to show you how the TIE bomber's flick fire missiles work. Well, they're not really flick fire missiles, but as you push down from the top, like so, I think they're a really good play feature. Thank you so much for watching this LEGO Star Wars set review of 75347, the TIE Bomber. If you enjoyed this video, please check out the other videos on my channel, Clone Brick Productions. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys next time.